Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Waresome, and so delighted to have people from the DuPage Community Foundation with us. So welcome to all of you. Richard Kuhn is a trustee, so good to have you here.
Hey Nancy, good to be here.
Thank you. Barb Suspaniak is Director of Programs, so good to see you, Barb. And Janet Derrick is Executive Director of Naperville Cares, and we're going to hear how the DuPage Community Foundation has impacted CARES in just a moment. But Dick, I want to start with you. Let's talk about, why don't you tell us what a community foundation is?
Well, a community foundation it's a not-for-profit, and it really serves one specific area, whether that's a town, a county, a region. And it's different than your typical agency. It's an agency itself, but it serves the donors. And also, unlike, say, United Way, you would place your money with us and we're going to invest it perpetually, and we're going to have the income from that, and we're going to give it to all the agencies that serve are less fortunate in the county. So that's basically what a community foundation does.
That's a big undertaking. And Barb, let's get into some of the specifics of how the DuPage Community Foundation serves DuPage County residents.
Probably the main way we serve residents is through our grant-making program, and we're probably best known throughout DuPage County for our Community Needs Grant Program. Through that, local nonprofits can apply for grants in one of four categories: arts and culture, education, environment, health and human services, and all those areas that will raise the quality of life in the community. And we've also taken on a leadership role in several issue areas in the county. In particular, we are focused on early childhood care and education. Just this last year, we launched Bright and Early DuPage, which is an initiative focused on kindergarten readiness. And we've piloted a program in Wheaton, Warrenville, and hope to expand that to other communities in the coming years.
Wow.
And we're also in the financial literacy area.
Yeah, oh, that's so important. And Janet, let's talk about how Naperville Cares has been impacted through this foundation.
Well, first I want to say I'm honored to be here with DuPage Community Foundation. It's a fabulous organization. And they have been supporting our emergency assistance program. And really, in the last 5 years, they've donated enough money so we've been able to help almost 100 households with emergency assistance like rent and utilities. And that's almost 200 Naperville residents. So it's been a huge value to us. They're also a great resource for us. We're going to be using them to work on our planned giving campaign, because they do so much more than just give agencies money. They help agencies grow and help serve the community more. So they kind of reinvest in the community with their staff and their time. So they're a great resource and a great partner in the community. We're all about collaboration, and they really focus on collaboration. They bring stakeholders together. I was actually at that first childhood education discussion. So it's a wonderful, wonderful organization to work with.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's such a multi-level organization. Really, you do just so many things. And let's talk about some of the other organizations or initiatives that have benefited from the foundation here in Naperville.
Well, in Naperville, there are so many agencies. There are so many nonprofit organizations located right here in Naperville, and I know I probably missed some of them. And many of them they're located here in Naperville, but they serve individuals throughout DuPage County. And some of them serve primarily Naperville residents. There's Naperville Cares, of course, Loaves and Fishes, Literacy DuPage, Naper Settlement, please jump in if you can. Samaritan Interfaith, Naperville Men's Glee Club, Young Naperville Singers, Little Friends. The list goes on. There's a lot of agencies that we've supported here in Naperville.
Across those areas that you talked about. So I think that's also a wonderful thing that, you're not just focused in one area, you're all the ways that you enrich the lives.
Well, a community foundation is going to support all the different areas in DuPage County, in a specific area. So you're basically trying to raise the quality of life, and you are doing it. Arts are important, health and human services are important, the environment's important.
All of those things coming together. And Dick, if people wanted to get involved or help with the mission of the DuPage Community Foundation, how would they do that?
Yeah, in a few areas, we're really the go-to group for donors, because we educate them, we help them. A lot of people come to us saying, we really want to help, we want to make a difference in Naperville, for example. how can we help? And we have people like Barb. We're blessed to have her and others on staff who know all the agencies, and they know the needs, and they can help. So I would say just Google DuPage Community Foundation, and you'll see our website or our Facebook and so on. And you could get involved either as a donor or a volunteer, for example. We have a number of committees. We have educational programs for donors, and you can give restricted or unrestricted. You could set up a donor advised fund and tell us every year how to spend your money. And so it's an outstanding organization. My former life, I was Naperville United Way, and we received an inheritance, and we parked it with DuPage Community. They came to a board meeting on a Saturday morning. I was so impressed that I said, someday I want to line up with that group, and it's been a great experience.
How long have you been involved with them?
This will be my 4th year as a trustee for the foundation.
Wow. And Janet, I know you spoke so beautifully about how it's helped Naperville Cares, but you know, the impact that the DuPage Community Foundation is making, even in your organization, but so many others, is so great.
Right, and again, I think the key, and as many organizations, and you know, as government funding is being cut and cut and cut, it's up to the community to help raise the level of the community, and the collaboration that bring the partners together. Many of the agencies Bob talked about, especially in human services, we partner with.
Yes,
so, and they put on
yes.
programming where you get to network and meet people. So it's a great way. It's a great central part in order to get involved and bring people together.
Well, I know we all appreciate your efforts, and we appreciate you coming out tonight. And thank you so much for all the great work you're doing.
Nancy,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Thank you.
And we're going to pause briefly. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so stay with us.